Okay, so to make your pattern practice paper, you're gonna take a clean piece of paper, whatever you have, printer paper, lined paper, fold it in half twice in the same direction, both directions. Right. So I took this, mashed the corners, creased it down in half, and now I'm going to fold it again in half in the same direction. Right. So now I've folded it twice in the same direction. I end up with 4 rows there. Now I'm going to fold it in half the other direction twice as well. Right? So half means I have to match the corners. Press down my crease. And then repeat that process one more time. Fold it in half, match the corners. Press down your crease, open it up. If done correctly, you should have 16 boxes. Okay. Your job is to fill each of these boxes with a different pattern. So, zoom in a little bit. There are, as we discussed in class, there are different types of patterns. We could do a line-based pattern, right? By just repeating something. Let's say I'm now repeating the same thing over and over. So this is A pattern. You remember from kindergarten or first grade. I could play with the line thickness, so the line weight. All right, so now I'm establishing the AB pattern. And I can keep adding more elements. I could add polka dots, I could add other lines, other shapes. As long as the line is the dominant feature of a pattern, then I would consider a line-based pattern. And you know, they can be multiple, so maybe I'll add some dashes in every third one. That becomes a line-based pattern. Another would be a checkerboard, or shape-based pattern. So let's say I wanted to just make a blob. Right? Shape is just a line that comes back to where it started. And if I repeat this type of shape, it doesn't have to be exact type of shape, but as long as it's using the same sort of some aesthetically similar qualities, then that can help to establish a pattern, right? So this is kind of like almost like a camouflage, or maybe an oil spill, or some other. Okay. So now this is a shape-based pattern, where the dominant thing within this space is shape, and I can use other elements in here. Maybe I'll shade in the background and leave the shapes white. Maybe I can put more details into the shapes. You know, put polka dots on them, hearts, all sorts of different stuff. This could be any shape. It could be geometric, freeform, organic. So I could use circles, squares, triangles, whatever. Okay. So that's a shape-based pattern. The third type of pattern that we were working with is a checkerboard-based, and that's just for organization. So that just means that you have rows and columns set up as a way to structure your pattern's elements. Right, so this could be that I have, you know, maybe I have hearts, right, and then I'll alternate. So the other direction will go this way. So I'm using the checkerboard as a way to organize the hearts. Right. The alternative would be to just put them randomly into a space, but by using a pattern, it gives it a little bit more organization. So your job is to draw 4 line-based patterns, 4 shape-based patterns, and 2 patterns using a checkerboard organization. And you can see that this is both shape and checkerboard, so it means both qualities. After that, fill in the rest of the space whatever patterns you like. goal is to try and fill up as much of the paper as you can, well actually all of the paper, with different patterns. This will be used as a reference for our final. Good luck.